Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Ivana Raisha, and here I wanna explain my presentation about cross-cultural understanding. So here the title is the importance of effective intercultural communication in the era of globalization. So in this definition is effective intercultural communications refers to ability to exchange information and ideas clearly and respectfully between people from different cultural backgrounds. It involves understanding and appreciating cultural differences in language, values, behavior, and communication style to create mutual understanding and cooperation. Next, the globalization context. In the era of globalizations, people connect worldwide through technology, trade, and travel. The second, cross-cultural interactions now occur daily in workplace, educational institutions, and online platforms, creating opportunities for learning, cooperation, and innovation. And the last, miscommunication caused by cultural differences in language, values, or behavior can lead to misunderstanding or even conflict. Next, the importance. In the era of globalization, people from diverse cultures interact more frequently through international business, education, travel, and online communication. So therefore, effective intercultural communication is essential because the first promotes mutual understanding. It helps reduce misunderstanding and conflict caused by cultural difference, fostering respect and harmony among individuals and nations. And the second, in changes global collaboration business, organizations and governments rely on effective communication to work successfully across borders. Third, sports personal and professional growth individuals who can communicate across cultures gain broader perspective, adaptability, and competitiveness in the global job market. And last, encourages cultural exchange. It allows people to share traditions, ideas, and innovations, enriching societies and promoting global peace. Next, the challenges. Despite its importance, effective intercultural communication often face several challenges that can hinder understanding and cooperation among people from different cultures. This challenge difference language barriers. Differences in language or limited language proficiency can cause misinterpretation and confusion. And the second, stereotypes and prejudice, presensive notion or unfair judgments about other cultures can negatively affect communication. And third, communication styles. Different some cultures are direct, while others are indirect. And last, people have different values and cultural expectation, which may affect how messages are interpreted. So next, the example. The example Walmart in Germany. One real example is Walmart in Germany. Walmart encouraged employees to smile at customers because fine lines is common in the United States. However, many Germans felt uncomfortable with this behavior and perceived it as insincere or strange. This cultural misunderstanding contribute to Walmart's failure in the German market. This example show difference in cultural expectation can affect business. So nice, the conclusion. So the conclusion is, in conclusion, effective intercultural communications plays a vital role in connecting people across diverse cultural backgrounds in today's globalized world. As globalization continues to bridge nations through trade, technology, education, and travel, The ability to communicate respectfully and clearly across cultures becomes increasingly essential. It not only helps prevent misunderstandings and conflict, but also fosters mutual respect, cooperation, and peace among individuals and societies. Okay, now uh, I want to explain the second part about case study. So the first case study is cultural barriers. In this situation, a team from Indonesia, Germany, and Japan is working together on a technology project. But after a few weeks, some misunderstandings start to happen, and they begin missing their deadlines. The team members have different ways of communicating, which causes problems between them. So next, the cultural barriers. In Germany, people usually speak in a very direct way. They share their thoughts openly and honestly. And in Japan, people tend to avoid saying something that might cause disagreement, so they often stay quiet instead. And in Indonesia, people also avoid confrontation to maintain harmony. These differences create culture barriers. So next, the theory. According to Hofstede's cultural dimensions, Germany is an individualist and low context culture. Japan is a high context culture with high power distance, meaning communication is indirect. Indonesia is collectivist, meaning people prioritize group harmony and avoid conflict. These differences strongly affect teamwork. So next, effects. About effects, these cultural barriers cause several problems. Silence is often misinterpreted as agreement. Decisions take longer. Team members feel uncomfortable sharing opinions. As a result, teamwork becomes weak and deadlines are missed. So next, the solution is to overcome these barriers, the team can take several practical steps. The first, they can participate in cultural awareness training to better understand and appreciate the communication styles and value of other cultures. The second, they can organize structured meetings where every team member has the opportunity to speak and share their ideas. And the last, encouraging equal participation and asking clarifying questions can prevent misunderstandings and make communication more open and effective. So next, case study 2, marketing failure. In Indonesia, furniture company Tropical Craft expands its business to Europe. The company uses advertisements focusing on family and emotional themes. However, Europe audience show little interest because they value practicality and product quality more than emotional message. This show how cultural differences can influence marketing success. So next about the problem. The main problem faced by Tropical Craft was a cultural mismatch between Indonesian and Europe audience, and as a result, many Europe perceived the ads as unprofessional and not aligned with their expectation of a modern, high-quality furniture brand. And next, cultural difference. In Asia, many cultures are collectivist and value emotional connection and community. In Europe, cultures are more individualist and prefer practical information. Therefore, emotional marketing is less effective there. So next, better strategy. The company should emphasize product quality, showcasing the craftsmanship and high standards of its furniture. It is also important to highlight the uniqueness and durability to each product. as Europe consumers value long-lasting and well-designed items. Using a more professional tone in advertisements can help build credibility and align with the formal style preferred by Europe audience. And in addition, highlighting sustainability such as the use of eco-friendly materials and ethical production can strengthen the company's brand image as environmental responsibility is highly valued in Europe. So next, the last case study, nonverbal communication. In this case, a US company negotiates with an Arab client in Dubai. The American representative repeatedly checks his watch and keeps a large personal distance. The Arab client interprets this as disrespect, leading to a failed negotiation. So next, non-verbal issues. The main problems are related to non-verbal communication is time perceptions, personal space, and body language. So next, about cultural difference. In the United States, time is strict. Checking the watch show efficiency. In Arab cultures, time is more flexible and relationships are more important. Arab also prefer closer personal space when speaking. Therefore, the American behavior seems cold and apathic. So next, the solution. The solution to improve intercultural communication and avoid misunderstandings, it is important to learn and respect nonverbal communication rules in different cultures. In addition, professionals should avoid checking their watch or showing impatience during meetings, as such behavior can be perceived as disrespectful or disinterest in some cultures. Finally, it is essential to build relationship before doing business. So, I think enough from me to my presentation. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.